Sai Baba or Sadguru is omnipresent, omniscient, and endlessly compassionate. He knows everything about each of his devotees and constantly blessing them in countless ways. His divine presence is so comforting and real that devotees often speak to him from their hearts as if they are talking to their mother or father. And Baba, in his miraculous ways, always responds to their calls. This divine interaction strengthens their faith and assures them that Baba has not gone anywhere. He is still with us, listening, guiding, and blessing us every moment. One such fortunate devotee is Srimati Venkatalakshmi ji from Bengaluru. In today's satsang, let us immerse ourselves in her beautiful experiences with Baba that reaffirm his eternal presence and grace. Om Sai Ram, welcome to Shirdi Sai Baba's satsang. Venkatalakshmi ji is a deeply devoted follower of Sai Baba. She shares everything with him, her joys, sorrows, and even small daily details. She speaks to Baba with an open heart, and in return, she experiences his love and blessings in every step of her life. Her devotion is such that whenever there is a function in her home, she invites Baba with folded hands and utmost faith, requesting him to be the first to grace the occasion and bless the family. She only invites his relatives and friends after this heartfelt invitation to Baba. Such is her trust in Baba's living presence. When it came to the functions of her two daughters, Venkatalakshmi ji followed her usual practice with even more sincerity. She first invited Baba to attend and bless both occasions with complete confidence and love. She then invited relatives and friends, trusting that Baba would indeed arrive in some form to bless them before anyone else did. While preparing for her elder daughter Manisha's function, Venkatalakshmi ji was busy cleaning the fans one day when the doorbell suddenly rang. She opened the door to find a postman with a book titled Conquering Jobs, which was in Telugu language. She was puzzled. She hadn't subscribed to any such book. She even asked the postman to recheck the name and address, thinking it might have been delivered to the wrong house. But the postman confirmed that it was indeed in her name and left. Still curious, Venkatalakshmi ji took the book. She found a large, beautiful image of Sai Baba on the back cover, as if Baba himself was sitting there blessing her. She stood still, overwhelmed by emotion, and tears began to flow from her eyes. Folding her hands in reverence, she thanked Baba from the depth of her heart. At that moment, she felt that her prayer had been answered. Baba had accepted her invitation and had arrived at her home before anyone else, just as she had requested. Even after some time, when she reflected calmly, she found it difficult to understand how such a thing was possible. The book was related to jobs and career opportunities. Typically, such books don't carry spiritual images, especially not one of Baba. Moreover, she had never subscribed to it. The fact that it came to her home only once and precisely at that moment, with Baba's image on it, could only be Baba's divine Leela, a miracle and blessing in response to her love and faith. During a later visit to Shirdi, Venkatalakshmi ji and her family had yet another unforgettable experience. As they exited Dwarkamai, one of the priests gently wiped a photo of Sai Baba, the image of Baba sitting on the stone in Dwarkamai. After finishing, the priest unexpectedly called her elder daughter Manisha and handed the cloth used to clean the sacred image. He said, "This is a holy cloth with which Baba's photo was wiped. Keep it with you safely." Venkatalakshmi ji and her family were moved beyond words. They were overcome with emotion, their eyes filled with tears of joy, and they felt truly blessed by Baba's grace. They preserved the cloth with deep reverence, considering it a divine gift. Later, when Manisha got married and moved to America, she carried that blessed cloth with her, a part of Baba's presence, love, and protection always with her in a new land. The family felt grateful that Baba had gifted them something so precious, and they considered it a sacred token of his presence. In yet another event during the younger daughter's function, Venkat Lakshmiji once again lovingly invited Baba to attend and bless the occasion. With full devotion, she waited to feel his presence in some form. But as the day of the function arrived, there seemed to be no sign. Though she tried to remain calm, a small sense of disappointment began to creep in. That morning, Venkatakshmiji visited a Sai temple and returned home by noon. As she came in, her husband turned on the television. At that exact time, the Madhyan Arati of Baba was being telecast. What they saw left them stunned and speechless. On the screen was Baba, seated on the stone, exactly like in Dwarkamai, bestowing blessings. Venkatakshmiji was deeply moved. She later shared that during those days, Baba's full idol was not shown during the Aarti on television. But that day, for the very first time, it was shown in full glory. For her, it was clear Baba had come. He had come to their house in this unique form through the screen just in time for the function. Relief and joy washed over her. Her heart, which had been quietly anxious, was now filled with peace. She realized once again that Baba never ignores the calls of his devotees. He may not come in the form we expect, but he always comes. Her entire family was filled with gratitude and they all offered heartfelt thanks to Baba for being with them and for blessing the event in his own miraculous way. The function went on smoothly and Venkatakshmiji continued to reflect on how Baba had never failed to respond. She still finds it hard to explain how the job related book arrived only once with her name and address and with Baba's image on it. It was never received again. That one book at that specific time was not a coincidence. It was a divine confirmation of Baba's presence in their lives. These experiences remind us of an incident from Sri Sai Satcharita, chapter 40, where on a holy festival day, Baba comes to Hemant Panji's house in the form of a photograph. In the same way, Baba came to Srimati Venkat Lakshmiji's house through a book, through a sacred cloth, and even through a television broadcast to show that he is still there, still watching over his devotees and responding to their love and devotion. What Baba expects from us is very simple: Shraddha and Saburi, faith and patience. When we have complete faith in Baba, we need not worry or doubt whether he hears us. He does always. The experiences of Venkat Lakshmiji and her family beautifully illustrate that Baba listens, understands, and responds to every sincere call. Let us all hold on to Baba with unwavering faith and devotion. Let us follow the path of Shraddha and Saburi and experience his boundless blessings in our lives. With love in our hearts and prayers on our lips, let us continue our journey with Baba's divine guidance. We'll meet again in the next episode with another wonderful and inspiring experience of Baba's blessings. Om Sai Ram.